Hey everybody, let me give you an update on our backup. So it's a little twist to our scenario here where everything looked like it was going pretty quick. So this is one example of sometimes a recovery just takes a really extremely long time due to basically the slowness of the drive. The drive doesn't respond properly. But to give you an idea, we're recovering here. We recovered 62 gigs of 178, and that 178 is like the initial batch. There's going to be a total of about 500 gigs, but this 178 is the primary files, the more important files customer wanted. So it's Saturday to roughly 2:15 almost. It started yesterday. If you look at the first video, we started this yesterday at about 4:15. So we're at about 20 hours of recovery, and we're at 62 gigs, which is not even half of the 178. So presuming, well, let's just presume this one. If we're at 60, that's not even half. 22 hours, not even half of that first batch. So that's going to be 2 days for that. And then after this is like another 300 gigs. That's crazy. It's going to take forever. So sometimes people, customers going to ask, how long is it going to take? We don't know until this process gets going. And even when it gets going, right, it starts speeding up, it slows down, depending on the condition of the drive and the readability of the drive. So we never can tell. I tell people, I give you the diagnosis or the initial response of it's recovering, it's not recovering, within 24 hours, but after that it's out of our control. This is going to take a while. Go back, actually, you can see that. Well, just lost it, but we had some red come up there. So for the most part it's been pretty green. Well, we just did have some red come up a little while ago. So it does hit bad sectors. It's going to take quite a while. Hopefully the drive survives. Again, as I mentioned before, let's say the drive is on its last leg. We got 60 gigs. It could die. There you go. See if I get some red on there for you. Too fast. I was gonna. Let me see. No, I'll just keep it right here as I talk to you. So, the drive could wind up failing at some point, and that's why we do the priority. So we got 62 gigs. The priority files. If it dies, okay, we got that, as opposed to just starting arbitrarily anywhere and then grabbing 62 gigs of files that maybe were backed up and not the most critical files. I'm waiting to see if it does another little red, but yeah, there you go, right there. Grab it. So see, it does run into some bad sectors every once in a while. So every time it hits a bad sector like that, that's going to be either a picture or a video or whatever data. Everything here is pictures pretty much. So when it hits those sectors, it's going to retry them maybe once or twice and then just keep going. And at some point, I may just go into the skip bad just to try to get through, because this is just definitely too slow. As you see there, the imaging, you could go skip bad sectors, balance, which is a combination of or an intermediary between the two, and then the last one, dig bad, that you're only going to do once you got everything, and then you're just basically trying to get as much as possible, even if it's going to affect the drive negatively. I'm going to actually leave it like this because, frankly, at the speed that it's going, I just don't want to change anything. What I will do is, when this does finish, the next sections I will go skip bads, because I'm afraid, I don't want to make any changes to this. I don't want to just tell it to switch over to skip bads, which, I've done it before. Usually it's not a problem, but I don't want to run the risk of any little thing happening, and then we go to skip ads, and then it says, I can't see the drive anymore. So we're going to let it keep running. That's the update. That's what's going on right here, right now at PC 911.